All right, what is up, guys, and welcome back to what has the potential to be another dope episode for you guys. My name is Caleb, and if this is the first time visiting the channel, aka Bearded Bassin, if you guys have never been here before, this is the first video you've ever seen. I'm on a little bit of different water than what I'm used to. You know, my home water is the 1,500 plus miles of the California Delta, where launches are caught from day to day. I just had a buddy catch his PB a couple days ago on the water, but we've got a BBT tournament coming up here at Lake Berryessa March 2nd. So it's Wednesday, February 20th, and I figured I'd come up here and put a little bit of work in to see if I can find something that might clue me into what these fish are doing for next week. I'm excited. It's a glorious day out here. I tried to come up last weekend, and there was actually a pretty big rock slide, and the 128 was closed down, so I wasn't able to get in. But today it is open, and we are here on the water. As you can see, it's not chocolate milk like the Delta, it's Berryessa green. So I am super excited, super stoked to get out here on the water. We're gonna be throwing jigs and neds and big swim baits and crankbaits and jerk baits. We're throwing everything in the book because I have no idea what these fish are relating to or doing right now. Especially with all this high water, the lake level is up since the last time I was up here in early January. So I'm looking to find out what these fish are keying in on. Are they keying in on bait? Are they keying in on points? Are they keying in on back of coves? That's gonna be the name of the game, is trying to figure that bite out so that my dad and I, who are fishing the BBT together, have something to go off of. So stay tuned, guys, and hopefully we get on some freaking giants. Well, we're not off to an absolute great start yet. I was just trolling out of Markley Cove, just going 5 miles an hour, and the big motor just shut off. It looks like I do not have power to the switch or my trim on the console. So I have no idea. There's got to be a short somewhere. I think I'm just gonna fish the bank right here and then start looking at it. But man, I really hope that this doesn't put a damper on the day, because I need to go that way to find fish. That's the culprit right there. A little blown mini 20 amp. And of course I don't have any spares on the boat with me, so this sucks. I'm hopefully going to flag down another boat and see if I get lucky and that they have a 20 amp fuse on them. Alright, so this has happened before. Oh, ho, 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 ho. The juice came in clutch with some spares. Oh, that is awesome. We're gonna be moving now. All right, moment of truth. Just put it in. There we go. Yes. Ooh, that is a good sound. All right, we are back in business. Time to head out to the main lake and get on some fish. There's a little bit of a hiccup in the morning, not too bad. Luckily, I carried some extra spares, some spare fuses, so whew, big weight off my shoulders, because man, that would suck if I had to fish in Markley Cove all day. See you out on the water. That might have been a bite. Probably not. This is crazy. That's a bite. There we go. First one of the day. Small. Maybe not too bad, huh? A little largy. Man, that fish is white. Oh. Jeez. That's a struggle just to catch a freaking 14-inch fish, man. Well, that one was on the Ned. Hopefully we can continue putting a pattern together. I mean, I've thrown everything at him today, and it just seems like a grind just to get just one fish. So hopefully we figured something out. Well, midday update, it's about noon, and I'm scratching my head. I've got one fish in the boat, nice little 14-incher, and can't quite figure out what's going on out here. I've ran main lake, I've ran the narrows. I'm back in the narrows now just because I kind of got blown off the main lake, but not really sure what these fish are doing. Haven't really graphed a whole lot. I've been fishing anywhere from 20 feet down to 80 feet. I've seen fish on the graph, but you know, these fish are pretty lockjawed right now. I don't know whether it was the full moon or, you know, that big front that just moved through. You know, we kind of got post-frontal conditions with another front coming in, so not really the most ideal conditions to be catching fish, but it's still a nice day out here. I mean, it feels like it's 65 degrees. Wind's blowing a little bit, so that might have something to do with it, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep grinding for another couple hours and see if I can't put something together. You know, if anything, I learned what not to do for next weekend, so we're gonna get back out there and keep grinding. That's about all you can do. Well, I really do wish I had good news for you guys, but I don't. And it was brutal out here. It would be sunny one minute, pouring the next. But you know, I just couldn't quite figure out the bite. I fished fast, I fished slow, I fished big, fished small, and just really could not figure out what the fish wanted. Only had one bite today and one fish that was probably 1.25 pounds. And it was on the Ned rig, so just heading back to Markley right now. You know, it's funny, I'm inside this cove and I'm graphing fish all over the place in 80, 90 feet of water. Don't know if they're trout or anything, but you know, at least I eliminated a lot of water, but you never know, because last week I came, or the beginning of January when I came up here, I fished a lot of the same water and hammered them. So I don't know if it's the water clarity. It's a little bit more stained than it was last time. But the water temp is sitting at 53 degrees and they really should be chewing. I'll be interested to see how everybody else did and how they fished today, just to see if anyone else found a bite or a pattern, because I sure didn't. But thanks anyways, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the ding dong button so that you guys are notified whenever I put out a video where I don't catch fish. So thanks again. It's always a process. It's always just trying to figure out the bite, and today I did not, but sometimes you don't figure it out. And until next time, guys, remember, any cast could be a giant. Peace. Bet you guys thought the episode was over, but it's not. You know, I'm sitting here editing today's video, and I got to thinking to myself, I was pretty upset and frustrated when I got off the water. You know, I was only able to put one fish in the boat up at Lake Berryessa today, despite the fact that it was post-frontal, full moon. I mean, just everything wasn't lining up to be a home run, knock out of the park day of fishing. But you know, on my way home, I was starting to think to myself about how blessed I am to actually be on the water. And one thing that I'm going to start doing just to remind myself of how awesome it is that I get to get out on the water and bring you guys content is I'm going to keep a little tracker down here in the bottom left-hand corner just to show how many times I get to get on the water during the year. And I'm pretty sure for 2019, this is probably my, 15th to 20th day out on the water. And I know some of you guys are going to say, holy crap, that's a lot. And some of you are even thinking, man, that ain't enough time to do anything. But for real, guys that are putting together bags on fisheries like Lake Berryessa and the Delta and all the surrounding areas, they're putting time and effort on the water. And that's key. You know, you can watch these videos as much as you want. You know, you could try to pick apart spots. You can try to pick apart the baits that I'm throwing. But really, you got to get out there and spend time on the water. You know, I learned a lot today. I stayed and fished mainly in the narrows and threw a lot of reaction and a lot of slow-moving bottom baits, and I just didn't figure it out. But the cool thing is that now when I go next time, I know that I can eliminate a lot of the stuff that I did and focus on the areas that I didn't fish. You know, the BBT is fastly approaching. It's marked second for the northern regions kicking off, or not northern regions. It's a Delta wine region kicking off, and I'm super stoked and excited. I'll probably get out maybe 2 more times to try to figure out a bite that we have going into tournament day. So, you know, and I just think it's too easy to, you know, have a bad day on the water and just not realize how awesome of an opportunity we have to fish in California. I mean, I understand that California isn't, you know, the most compatible place to live for us fishermen, but it is awesome. I mean, we have some of the greatest fisheries. I mean, I literally have probably 20 fisheries within an hour of me that are just killer fisheries. But I just wanted to take some time to tell you guys that. You know, I don't count today as a loss. I learned a lot. I only caught 1 fish, but I did learn a lot, and it's something that I'm going to apply to the next BBT tournament. So, stay tuned, guys, because we're going to get on some fish. Probably going to get back out on the Delta this weekend. Probably head up to Berryessa a couple more times before the tournament, but I am excited because any day on the water is better than a day spent at work. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and with that, remember, any cast can be a giant. Peace.